like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports.
Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
On first down, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
The ball carrier.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 3rd and 2, Eason. And he'll find Pittman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
And the Colts first down.
Throwing is Eason. He'll get this one to Pittman.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Michael Pittman.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
At the 28.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun.
This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
K.J. Hamler.
K.J. Hamler, 28 yards. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead.
The kick is good.
And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Colts 7, Texans nothing. Rigoberto
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone.
And we've got a penalty marker down here as he's able to get this only to the 20-yard line. Now, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
From the gun is Eason.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded in the end zone.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
At the 27-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. So you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
That time trying to find Gerald Everett. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
from the gun. Here's Watson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
It's 2nd and inches at the Texans.
He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 5. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that 2nd level and 3rd, and that's what they were able to exploit.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Colts add on to their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 82 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I saw with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? He said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
5 at the 30-yard line.
On the
the counter, it's Taylor.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
The toss here completed to Pittman.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. After one, 17-7 is our score.
With the score, Colts 17, Texans 7.
1st and 10, Eason.
That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, Eason.
Out to the right and complete to Pittman.
Eason's pass.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd down, here's Eason.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
Colts.
Play action. It's Eason. This is Hamler on the receiving end.
Not much there, only a yard. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Again, it'll be Taylor.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Eason sets to throw it.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but prevent a 4th down.
Goal.
They're going on 4th down. Here's Eason.
And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And as Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Trey
Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
Gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 5-yard line.
From his goal line here, Watson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Now Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off at the 23. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Texans' 5-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. A shotgun snap for Watson. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
And the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 45. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Now Eason.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
For Cameron Brate, incomplete.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Taylor.
And he takes it in for a Colts score.
Jonathan Taylor.
As the first half is winding down, and the Colts are able to grow their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
That'll be taken about a yard deep.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. A final shot before the break. Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run with Hines. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Now it's Hines. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
They go play action with Eason.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Brings up
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
the Texans.
It was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
From the 35 on second down, Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Looking for Campbell downfield, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. On the handoff, Taylor. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And for the second time tonight, this field... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
A 45-yard.
And it's complete. They're going to get the first. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean,
the Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
To try again after the sack. Watson, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Third and long, it's Watson. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And returning it, here's Hamlin. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
43-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you wouldn't.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Back now in Houston, a lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. 2nd and 8 coming up. Watson off play action. He'll buy some time right. Gonna throw deep for the end zone. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
So this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
From the red zone now, Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On first down, it's Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Intercepted.
The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines. And now it's 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Eason. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. On 3rd down, Eason. Forced out to his left. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Intended for KJ.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
2nd down and 10.
To throw again, Eason. Catch made here by Campbell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun is Eason. And he rifles one incomplete. Zach Pascal, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. This is Hines. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 16 yards, a 1st down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. After the interception, here's Watson. And he checks this one down to Williams. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
That's good.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. On first down, Watson. It's caught on the right side, Williams. Not much there, only a yard. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, defense. 9, defense. All right, here we go. Here we go, 37's the mic.
Again, it's Watson. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
To the air yet again, Watson. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed good. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Watson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
18-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
On the play brings up 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Eason. That's into the hands of Pascal. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Campbell making the catch. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
1st down.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
There we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. He don't know no better. Check. Clear leg. Crunch.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
There we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Let's go.
One last throw here for Watson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
The real football.
Not preseason football
Yeah.
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for Indianapolis, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Houston, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. And for Charles